Creating the right e-commerce tech stack can make or break a business. And with so many different tools and software options out there, how do you choose the right tools to help you? I'm Manuela with Plytix, and today I'm gonna break down the 9 most essential tools you need in your tech stack to successfully scale your e-commerce business. A tech stack is a collection of tools and technologies that help you run your business more efficiently. Let's compare your business to a house. Depending on your needs, you might need a different combination of people to help with that. At the very least, you'll need an architect and an engineer, but you might not need an interior designer or a landscaper just yet. Like choosing the right people for the job at hand, your business needs to choose the right combination of technologies. And just like there's a specialist for each job at hand, there are tools to fit just about any e-commerce related purpose out there. So which one's right for you? After working with hundreds of e-commerce businesses, we've narrowed down the most essential technologies to the following ones. Of all the potential pieces of an e-commerce tech stack, Product Information Management, or PIM, might be the most essential. It refers to the process of storing, organizing, and handling all the data, content, and other materials needed to market and sell your products, both online and off. Historically, all this content is kept in different locations, like multiple spreadsheets and various folders. A PIM tool centralizes all that content into a single source of truth, keeping it up to date and accessible across your organization, and thus streamlining the process of selling your products. It also helps to automate the creation and optimization of product data, both for internal use and for distribution across your marketing and your sales channels, which is the first step to scaling your business. If you want to learn more about PIM, just check out the helpful video that we've linked below in the description. Next up, we have digital asset management. Digital asset management refers to how organizations store and organize their digital assets. These assets can be anything in digital formats, so like photos, videos, PDFs, you name it. A digital asset management software stores all your assets in one repository, and it uses asset metadata to catalog them and make them easier to find and use. Some DAM systems help with importing and exporting assets, versioning, creating a preview or a thumbnail view, or converting and resizing files. As you might have noticed, PIM and DAM are closely related to one another. And actually, most PIM platforms come with DAM features and functionalities. Product lifecycle management refers to the process of handling a good through the different stages of its lifecycle. PLM systems facilitate collaboration between everyone involved in the product's lifecycle, from the designer all the way to the consumer, to keep the process moving efficiently. PLM software isn't necessary for all online retailers, but it is absolutely needed for any e-commerce brands that are involved in the manufacturing process of their products. Running a business isn't easy. You know that better than I do. It involves a lot of essential processes and data. That's why businesses need an enterprise resource planning system, or an ERP system. They help integrate and organize all those processes and data involved in running a business. But don't be fooled by its name. Enterprise resource planning solutions aren't just for big enterprise companies. Retailers of all sizes can use ERPs to manage important operational data, like accounting, inventory, supply chain management, and more. Now, when we talk about e-commerce platform, we're talking about the customer-facing storefront. We're talking about the place where sellers can display their products and buyers can search for and purchase products. You can create your own stores through systems like BigCommerce, WooCommerce, Magento, Shopify, to name a few. Some of these offer features right out of the box and are easy to use, while others offer more customization, but these usually require in-house developers or external agencies to set up. New marketing and sales channels are emerging all the time, and in order to keep up with your competitors, you're gonna need to sell on multiple channels. When you do so, you'll find yourself having to keep up with each channel's unique requirements and adjust your data accordingly. You'll also need to make sure data is uniform across all your channels. So if you sell a product on one channel, you'll need to update inventory across all your other channels. That's where multi-channel listing management software comes in. This software specializes in sending product content to different retailers, marketplaces, and other platforms while keeping your listings up to date. It distributes synchronized product feeds to all your e-commerce sales channels while remaining compliant with their requirements. To grow your business, it's important to know who your customers are and what they want and need. This is where analytics comes in. Analytics software collects and organizes data on customer demographics and behaviors. It gives you insight into what brought customers to your webpage in the first place, how much time they spent looking at particular products, where they ended up making a purchase, and more. You can then use this information to attract and engage new customers, thus growing your business and increasing your revenue. Now, we can't forget payment processing. Most e-commerce platforms come with these built in, so you might not need to worry about finding one. But if it's not included in your platform, you'll definitely need to add this to your stack. Good payment processing software should have security measures to protect your customers' payment data. It should also allow payments from different sources, like credit and debit cards, PayPal, digital wallets, and more. Keeping inventory up to date across all your channels can be a real challenge, which is why it's important to have a good inventory and order management system. This software consolidates all your inventory and sales data across all your channels, keeping it accurate. It also automates the processing, fulfilling, and shipping of customer orders. You might be wondering, how do these tools work together? As I mentioned earlier, product lifecycle management software is very important and very necessary for brands that are involved in the creation process of their products. Once you've designed the product, you'll send all that data to your ERP system and your PIM platform. The ERP system will allow you to create and manage new product SKUs, keep track of pricing and inventory, and manage all other core non-marketing data. It'll usually have a built-in inventory and order management system. The PIM platform will be a content staging area and a single source of truth for all your rich product data. It'll more often than not have a built-in DAM system. Your ERP and PIM work in tandem with one another, sending information back and forth. So, are you starting to see how these tools work together? Once your product data is enriched in the PIM, then you can send it directly to your e-commerce platform, or you can use a multi-channel listing management system to help with that. You'll need a payment processing software if the platform you're selling on doesn't come with one, and an analytics software to connect to your platform. For a list of the top-rated tools for each of the systems we just talked about, download the free ebook that I've linked below, and let me know in the comments what other topics you'd like to hear about.